Good morning, and welcome to the online worship service of the Unitarian Universalist Meeting House of Provincetown, where we affirm the inherent worth and dignity of every person, and where we support each other on our spiritual search for truth and meaning. My name is Reverend Kate Wilkinson, and I am so glad that you have joined us this morning. Merry Christmas! Did you have a good Christmas yesterday? I hope so. Since so many of our members and friends are traveling this weekend, and since many folks have been gathering with friends and parties and family time, we decided that it was best to do an online service this morning rather than gathering in person. And you know what? We've had a lot of fun putting this together. While we cherish being together in the same space, there are some things that you can't do live and in person that you can do online. There is sharing and collaboration that can happen in this very creative space of online worship. So we're making the most of that today, and we're being a little silly too. This morning's service is really a look back at the month of December. We've packed so much in, haven't we? We've celebrated Hanukkah and Advent and solstice and Christmas Eve and Christmas morning. And the theme that has been so present in each of these celebrations has been bringing light to the darkness. It's no coincidence that so many different religious traditions rely on candles at this time of year. There is a very human need to bring light to the world when the nights are so very long. And you know what? Humans aren't the only ones who need more light and hope in their world. Grinches, too, have this yearning, although they don't like to admit it. Each week, we light our flaming chalice, the symbol of our faith, a beacon of hope, love, and justice. Today, as we light our chalice to remember the power of its light to move hearts, to inspire joy, to keep hope glowing in our lives, especially during this pandemic holiday season, we invite you to light a candle wherever you are. In that way, we can feel connected, even while we are apart.
You probably all know the story of the Grinch. He wanted to steal Christmas. Our chalice lighting this morning remembers his incredible transformation, sharing his light with all of Whoville. The night, it was cold. The man, he was green. His heart wasn't gold. In fact, he was mean. But all in one night, he changed from that stance. He changed what he saw, the Whoville who dance. His heart that was small broke free in the night. It grew so dang fast, it gave him a fright. The Grinch, who at one time was so full of malice, grew warm and shone bright, just like a lit chalice. His small, angry heart just started to grow, and soon he had learned what the rest of us know, that giving and kindness can make you feel love. And that kind of strength doesn't come from above, it comes from within. It rings true this day. The story of Christmas can help us all say that light, it can spread, and hearts, they can grow. So Let's light our chalice and bask in its glow.
Let us repeat together our covenant. Love is the spirit of this meeting house. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
Won't you please join me now in a spirit of prayer and meditation? Our prayer this morning is by Carter Smith. Spirit of life, on this day may we bear witness to the guiding lights, the lights in the sky that call us to gather and to give of ourselves to celebrate new life. May we receive and offer good tidings, the news that life and its seasons go on, that tyrannical rulers do not have the final word, and that despair is not everlasting. May our senses be awakened to delight in the gifts of fragrance and warmth, to savor the feasts before us, and to revel in the feeling of laughter and embraces. May we breathe deeply as we sit with the quiet stillness of these short days. May our hearts beat a rhythm of gladness as we lift our voices to proclaim the joy of this season. Amen.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
The month of December began with Hanukkah, and on December 5th we lit 7 candles on our menorah. It was beautiful. Do you remember? Lighting the Hanukkah candles is a sacred act. Reverend Joanna Lubkin shares this ritual with us as we look back on Hanukkah.
Good morning. My name is Reverend Joanna Lubkin, coming to you from Boston with some Hanukkah greetings for the 7th day of the holiday. This year, Hanukkah starts a little early on the secular calendar, falling before the winter solstice, when the nights are still getting longer. This feeling of the days getting shorter and shorter calls to my mind this teaching, this legend from the Talmud. The rabbis imagined Adam, the first person, in the Garden of Eden. And Adam notices that the days are getting shorter and darker, and it's the very first winter solstice. And Adam is absolutely terrified, and he is convinced that the world is ending and his death is imminent. So Adam fasts and he prays for 8 days. After the solstice passes, the days gradually start getting longer, and bit by bit, the light came back. Adam was so relieved as he realized that the coming and going of the darkness was simply part of how the world worked, that the following year he celebrated and feasted for 8 days, the celebration of Hanukkah. This story speaks to our shared human need for light, for feasting and for celebrations at this time of year. In all of the ways that we celebrate over these next few weeks, whether it's a celebration that you grew up with, sharing in a loved one's rituals, or creating a brand new tradition, may it bring more light and warmth into this world. So while traditionally Jewish families like my own wouldn't light our Hanukkah menorahs until after nightfall, I want to share the ritual with you. So we're going to light the candles for the seventh day, and I'll sing the blessings in Hebrew, altering the name for God a little bit to save the blessings for after sundown. You're invited to sing along in Hebrew and then to say the words together with me in English. Baruch atah Ad Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Ad Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavotenu, bayamim hahem, ba'azman hazeh. And we say together in English, Blessed are you, source of all, who brings moments of holiness to our lives through the ritual of lighting the Hanukkah lights. Blessed are you, source of all, who brings our attention to miracles from ages past to this very moment. And let us say, Amen. Happy Hanukkah, happy holiday season to you all in all of the ways that you celebrate.
After Hanukkah came the winter solstice. We talked about how the dark of winter invites us to slow down, to become more present. We talked about centering ourselves in the darkness, and also about what we would like to bring into the light, that we can be a light in the world. One of my favorite solstice readings is by Rebecca Parker. My friend Reverend Molly Hausch-Gordon shares it with us this morning.
Perhaps for a moment, the typewriters will stop clicking, the wheels stop rolling, the computers desist from computing, and a hush will fall over the city. For an instant in the stillness, the chiming of the celestial spheres will be heard as Earth hangs poised in the crystalline darkness, and then gracefully tilts. Let there be a season when holiness is heard, and the splendor of living is revealed. Stunned to stillness by beauty, we remember who we are and why we are here. There are inexplicable mysteries. We are not alone. In the universe there moves a wild one whose gestures alter Earth's axis toward love. In the immense darkness everything spins with joy. The cosmos enfolds us. We are caught in a web of stars, cradled in a swaying embrace, rocked by the holy night, babes of the universe. Let this be the time we wake to life, like spring wakes in the moment of winter solstice.
After the winter solstice came Christmas Eve. We bundled up and gathered on the front lawn of the meeting house. We sang carols and told the story of the birth of Jesus, how he was born in a stable and how his life brought light to the world. And then we brought light to that dark night, slowly passing the light from one person to the next until the dancing flames of our candles filled the lawn with a soft glow. What a beautiful sight. And what a great message that we can share light with each other. And in the morning, many of us woke up to presents under the tree. Santa had come to visit to make our holiday merry and bright.
Santa, you're needed in human resources, please.
No. You got this, Petey. Come on now. Yes. I got it.
Hey, good job.
Thanks. Yeah. Hey, you got some stuff on your nose?
Oh. So, have you seen him?
No, it's my first day.
Yeah, mine too.
This may be the best day of my life.
I know. He just oozes kindness, you know? If he walked in here right now, I would totally turn into a snow puddle. They say that his eyes just radiate with love and candy, but mostly love.
Sure. They say that he makes you feel like you're the only person in the room.
Have you ever seen how the children's faces just light up when they see him?
The hope that he spreads? I can't hardly contain myself right now.
Can you imagine being friends with him?
I know. Sometimes there aren't enough words to express how amazing he is. We should celebrate him all year round. If it were up to me, we would. His love, his grace, coming to this earth to save us. Come on, guys. Let's go celebrate Jesus' birthday.
Just FYI, I was talking about Jesus the whole time.
Oh, I was too. I 100% was talking about Jesus.
Same page, same page.
I guess it is a little funny that Christmas is such an important holiday in Unitarian Universalist churches, when so many of us do not consider ourselves Christian. Most of us do not have a personal relationship with Jesus. And growing up in a UU church, I certainly was never taught to think of him as a friend or someone to talk to or even to pray to. But I did learn that he was a wise teacher, that he taught about love and justice, that he cared for the poor and the sick, that he didn't believe in hoarding wealth, but that we should share everything we have. He made powerful people angry because he didn't think money and politics should rule the world. He believed that love should reign. And so I was never taught that Jesus was God, but I was taught that he was holy, that the night he was born was a holy night, and that each night a child is born is a holy night. So as a Unitarian Universalist minister, I don't mind reminding people that Christmas isn't really supposed to be about presents. It's a celebration of the birth of a baby who grew up to teach about love. And I think we've become so focused on presents because giving gifts to our friends and loved ones is one of the ways we know how to show love. But it's not the only way. Howard Thurman said, "When the song of the angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flock, then the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among people, to make music in the heart." What a month this has been. A month of celebrating, a month of lighting candles, a month of bringing light and hope to the darkness. And the work has just begun. Amen. And blessed be.